everything's working. Right. I've got some levels marked out here. I checked the chi hearts earlier. And then if you're in the Discord, you will have seen that I put this kind of 2022 model that's on the 2-minute chart that's started playing out up here. I have that for I got marked out. This one there, that's the beauty of the 2022. But I just don't really like these 8:30 setups, especially on a day with no like medium or high impact news like today. Yeah, they're just more hit and miss for me. This is also, I've got it hidden, but I mean, you know what, let me hide that. Put that on my good chart. We're also banging around the current new week opening gap, which if I highlight there, you can see that. It's the current new week opening gap, which I have open on my other chart as well, just because I want to try and minimise the amount of stuff I have on each chart. But I'm going to try and get some sort of first presented Feb gap play into this sell side, hopefully. Whether I will or not, we shall see. We also have some sell side further down below that. So yeah, that's the plan for today. What was that to mark out? Can't remember. Get rid of that. We also have equal highs up here, which is nice. Let me delete that, because that's a bit swept. This is London low, and then this is the sell side that is actually like the target for today. And then we have a daily order block, which if I go up to the chart, you can see that daily order block right here. Let me make that slightly thicker. I extend it with a horizontal ray instead of just like a normal little like line like that, just so the text lines up properly. God, that light is bright on my eyes today. Music too loud? Okay, no worries, thank you. Turn it down. How's that? Is that better? Let me take my headphones out and listen to the stream. God, that is loud, you're right. That's still a bit loud, isn't it? Let me turn it down more. You know what's probably better if I just turn it down on... That's probably why it's so loud. Yeah. Okay, that should be way better now. Okay, now I think I might have made it too quiet. 1 second. We're alright, we've got 7 minutes until open. Okay, I'll keep it there. Good morning to you too. Okay, where was I? I was here. We also have closed. We're gonna open like very, very further down. Actually, no, it's not that far. Let me move my phone just to the side. What's that? About 100. Okay, yeah, it's not that big of an open range gap. If we opened like down here, then it would be a day where I'd expect it to just continue lower. But this is a day where I'm kind of expecting it to knock all this sort of stuff out and then reverse and go higher. I also have equal lows there. There is a lot of equal lows. We could even just have a full down close Monday. Like Monday low of week or Tuesday low of week and then continue higher the rest of the week. We shall see. I'm not going to be entering in a TopStep because this is the worst day of the week for me. So I'm not going to be entering on my TopStep like real money accounts, but I may enter on a Bullnox trade depending on what the first presenter for Vigap does. I've had a lot of caffeine today, can you tell? I think I'm about 500 milligrams of caffeine deep, maybe just over. Verbal diarrhea today. That's what you're in for. Unless I just crash during stream, then I'll just fall asleep. Yeah, I really don't know. These 8:30 setups, like in the mentorship he teaches to go for from 8:30 to 11. That's like the times he gives for the 2022 model. These 8:30 ones, I never know when to trust them. I find myself way more comfortable not entering at these 8:30 ones. Like I'd much rather just wait until 9:30 and then go from 9:30 till like even 10:30. Like 9:30 to 10:30 is like honestly my sweet spot. I don't really end up taking much after 11 unless it's like Thursday or Friday, then I'm more likely to. But that's just because of like a potential TGIF, something like that. What's under my desk? Oh, it's just a label. I thought I was getting attacked by some sort of feral creature under the desk. Boom, 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 ba-da-doom, doom, doom. Happy Monday, happy Monday. Oh, does anyone else have to do this? I have to make sure, like, I'll mark that buy side up on like a 15-minute chart or something, and then I have to come down to a 1 minute, and if I notice that it's not like exactly on that candle, if you know what I mean, I have to adjust it. Have to. Triggers me too much. Also, we hit 500 subs over the weekend. Like, holy goddamn right now. We actually I wanted to hit 500 subs by Monday. We're on like 503. So that is 3 more than I even wanted. So that's a win. That's an absolute win. So, you know what I'm thinking as we go into the open? I'm thinking, obviously, gap down, so actually at the open, want to be very, very short-term bullish, basically just some sort of retracement into the opening range gap. And then, quite like the idea of trading first presented down to those London lows. Helps if I'm not on the 2-minute chart as well. That does help. God, I'm so happy I actually sorted all this music out. It's so much better than me just like figuring out what ones are good or not, rather than just actually going through the thing and liking the ones that are good. Or at least my sort of vibe. Oh, that's what I like to do. I like to mark my standard deviations up on this chart. Just so I can study that. Because I put in the Discord like just some kind of standard deviation study, since I do think it's a pretty good thing to brush up on at the minute, with it being because standard deviations, it just needs to become like your bread and butter when you were trading at all-time highs, just because like what else are you going to target if we're going long, like beyond all-time highs? You're not going to be able to do, like, there's literally nothing to target other than just measured moves and standard deviations. So yeah, I was just brushing up on them over the weekend and realised that this 4-hour, like how I would measure my standard deviations, this 4-hour move here, perfectly. Let's see that high there of 0.5 of this range, 23,102.25, and then the high of Thursday, 23,102.5. So one tick off, which I thought was pretty cool. And we have opened. we have opened. So that's the opening price, and then this is the good old opening range gap. I don't want to do that. I want to do this. 1.25. And I always mark that midpoint out with a white dash line. That's any white levels you ever see on my chart. They're always opening range gap levels. High, low, or midpoint. High and low are just obviously quite easy to judge because, like when I'm on electric trading hours, this solid white line starts at 9:30 of that day, and the one where we close obviously like drags through because it's going through all that range time thing. Try not to quote Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I quite like, honestly, sweeping this buy side. I mean, it's right where the opening range gap high midpoint is. So you got equal highs and equal lows. So best bet is wait until one of them gets swept, especially when we're right in the middle of the range. This is why I don't like these 830 ones either, because like obviously this was that was a great. You'd probably be out of that trade by now anyway. It was something like that. Oh, it was something like that or that. So, I mean, that's a 1 to 2 right there. If you held it all the way down to there, 1 to like 3.5, I'd probably just, I don't know where I'd take profit. Is that the right setup? No, stop loss would be even tighter. You could have a stop loss there, which is crazy. It's a 1 to 3.5, like just to that low. See that 15-minute chart. I did have a limit order set at this fair value gap, but I got rid of it. Like after we started nearing the opening, I just got rid of that limit order because, to be honest, I didn't think we'd come up and tag it, but turns out we did. Yeah, because that's the first discount array. Is that OTA? Just about tapped into the OTE range. So yeah, will we go down for these lows now, and then maybe even these lows? We haven't formed first presented yet, but that is some sort of a retrace into the opening range gap. So if we can like break this swing low and form first presented, I'll short it. I'm not against shorting that. You know, that, I mean, it depends, like, does it want to even give me the short? Wouldn't seem so. No, it does not. That is going to be first presented. I can almost guarantee that. What a big first presented. And then I started doing this when I seen ICT do it. Which one's the border? It's you, isn't it? Yeah. I'll put the border to like 50. This is just for Mondays. Make it black and then make it like 3. So that's Monday's first presented. Then I'll leave that throughout the entire week. God, I'm so annoyed that I cancelled that limit order. Like, I swear to God, I had a limit order at this fair value gap on the 5 minute because when we broke this low, I was doing my standard deviations, which you saw before, of this high. Yeah, it was that high, down to that low. Doing standard deviations of that. Oh, look at that. 1.5, what's that? 900.75, what's the low there? 950, so 1 tick past it. Wow. That's how you want to use standard deviations right there. Let's make them black. Get rid of everything but that 1.5 because these are all like irrelevant since they're not beyond liquidity. That's pretty damn cool though. That's pretty damn cool. Get that one back. Yeah, I did see that. Is that Thursdays? July 3rd. Yeah, Thursdays. I did see that on my other chart journey. Yeah, literally. Beautiful move from my cancelled order. What a surprise. First presented formed there. Honestly, we'll see. We'll see now. I don't really want to short now because now it's hit that London low. So I'll just watch it now. I don't mind the idea of longing it either now. Like if it wants, it's just I'm gonna watch how it treats first presented. To be honest. That standard deviation move is crazy. Let's get him whacked in the Discord. And I'm going to tag Mr. Standard Deviations himself. Wow. That is... I'm kind of stunned by that journey. That is just crazy, innit? If I pull up my other layout real quick. Oh wait, let me save this one so I can go back to it. That is crazy. Just crazy. Did you short that journey, by the way? Just wondering. Looks like it might want that sell side at 882. And then 88275 is also standard deviation. I might short this one. What's up, Mr. Cody? Live trading's going pretty fun. I love trading. I love streaming my trading sessions. I missed it so much. It just allows me to blabble. I mean, we just witnessed greatness in the form of first presented fair value gaps and standard deviations in 2022 models. And Brad cancelling his limit order, which just cost him, what was that? It was like 390 risk, I want to say. So then I would have taken it to that low, so that would have been like a $1,000 trade. So, oh well. Yes, but I did as the first presenter was Foreman, Bev chasing. Oh, you naughty boy, Journey. Okay, I'm feeling like longs is going to be the play now, seeing as it didn't want to give us anything there. We'll see if it wants to disrespect first presented. Because then we have these equal highs left behind up there, and midpoint of the opening range gap. I like all of those things. Not disrespected it yet. This is absolutely a Chris Knox inversion as well if he's bullish. Which is also the first presented, which he did mention his best inversions tend to be the first presented. Okay, this one is wicking through. Will it disrespect the first presented? No, it will not. Not yet. Why do you mark out your first presented leg up on the body and not the wicks? I spoke too fast. Sani, when there's a volume imbalance. So I do this with all fair value gaps, not just the first presented, but you see how there's a volume imbalance here? When that happens, ICT teaches to extend the fair value gap up to the body to include the volume imbalance. He taught it in like 2023, 2024, something like that. But he's put emphasis on it in when looking at the first presented. He's put emphasis on doing it that way. So that's why it's to the body. I don't always put it to the body. If those bodies were connected, then I'd do it to the wick. But because the bodies aren't connected, it's to the body. And just through doing that, I have found that it is more accurate. Do you know what? Something I'm thinking about not doing though is not doing it. Well, not. Let me try and word this better. I'm thinking about for 2022 entries just entering at the wick. I don't know actually, because I can remember specific times where not going to the volume imbalance has caused me to like not be a part of the move. So. So now this would be a breaker, and 1.5 of that is all the way up there. Wiz is becoming me and I'm becoming Wiz. Like I'm doing standard deviations constantly and he's focusing on first presented fair value gaps. It's funny. So like Sani, if you were doing this to the wicks, it would look like that first presented got disrespected and it's now like inverting it. But to me, quite literally the opposite. It looks like it's holding. So then now obviously, like that, if you didn't have that volume imbalance highlighted, that first presented would have looked so confusing, because you would have thought, if you had it to this wick there where that squiggly green line is, it would have looked like we'd come above it, like closed through it, and then closed back below it, and then closed up through it again, and now closed back below it again. Like that, so it just looks like it's just not getting respected at all, but actually when you have it marked out with the volume imbalance, which is the correct way to mark it out, it just looks like it's holding the whole time. And like, I won't go long until we close above it on the 1 minute. Until then, I'm bearish. Because this still could get down to 882. And the fact that it held here makes me think that that is the case. Is this fair value up there?
Order filled.
I took a stab short on this, but it is just kind of a throw it out there trade. Not anything I'm super confident in, but we'll see. It's just the fact that we obviously came back below, closed below, equal lows down here. Sorry, Cody. I completely forgot you guys will have heard that. You'll probably hear another one in a minute when I get stopped. I should really mute that or something, shouldn't I, so I don't freak people out. Can I mute it? Surely I can mute it somewhere. I don't know where. Look, it looks like I'm gonna get stopped on this though. Jesus. I'm actually gonna get out of that
Order filled.
manually, just because that is literally just disrespected absolutely everything that I wanted to see respected. So then now it'll reverse and go the right way. Preferences. Maybe try to check the fucking settings part of Project X, Brad. That could be a thing. Enable sound alerts. There you go. Is this the order field? Yeah. Oh wait, visual alerts. I want visual alerts. I don't want. What does visual alerts mean? I don't want sound alerts, cause yeah. Has that disrespected it yet? Nope. My stop loss was at this high, by the way, so I wouldn't have been stopped yet. Short but long on paper. Yeah, I do feel like I'm about to go long. I'm just waiting for the first presenter to be disrespected, and then like I'll enter if it retaps back into it. Also, welcome, Mr. Wiz. reading the comment and didn't even realize who was commenting. Okay, here comes the disrespect potentially. Yeah, okay. So let's see if this works. It needs to tap back into it, obviously, though, so we'll see if it wants to do that. Thank you. So then, standard deviations, I am looking at this on my other chart. I'm just not putting it on that chart because this is a lot of levels. A lot of levels. But that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the 1 and the 1.5 mainly. To be honest, wait, where's the buy side? There. Okay, so the 1. 0.5 isn't beyond that buy side, is it? No, so the 1 is the main thing. That's Thursday's first presented, we just tapped into, by the way. If you want to see that, then it's right here. Never mind, that's marked out wrong. Because that's the one that I was testing. Got all my things marked out wrong. God, I'm such a terrible trader. There you go. So I have that on the chart as well. Mr. JP. I'm doing good. How are you doing, sir? I'm doing absolutely brilliantly. Target hitting it out already, goddamn. Goddamn, Mr. Wiz. Don't remember liking this song. But apparently I did. We didn't have medium news today, did we? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure we just had nothing. Yeah, brick summit all day, so nothing basically. Such a light news week this week. The little equal highs. Little equal highs. 5 minute. I think you mean something like that. Probably there. I'm just turning the music down slightly. It's a little bit too loud. What's interesting is the fact that this one, this like candle closed here, and then this one opened above the first presented. Like this one respected it, but then this one disrespected it and tapped into it at the same time. I don't know if that doesn't, to me isn't really an entry because it hasn't closed through it. Like when this candle closed, that was it disrespecting. This one could have just as easily opened and then closed back in it, if that makes sense. That's me on my long, almost. That's me on my long. And then let's go for that buy side. Where's the buy side that I was looking at? I'm so confused right now. Oh, there. Okay. What's the 1.25? I might just target that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to. Because that's like right at this high there. Yeah, I'm going to target that. 1.23125. The only thing that concerns me is it's still respecting Thursdays, but like, come on now. Is JP getting any sleep? I feel like you never get the answer to that question, Wiz. Ugh. What do the time frames look like? 2 minute looks pretty solid. So does the 3. 5 less so. 5 just looks more like chop. 15 looks bearish, to be honest. No, 15 kind of looks indifferent because swept sell side. Filled new week opening gap. But still respecting that. I probably should do this actually, shouldn't I? Just to show the trade that I'm in. I'll scooch that over just because I don't like having it right on the position or right on price. So I'll have it over there. Not been trading much at all, but trying to get back into it, and I get into a bit more of a routine. If you mark out Asia range 8 to midnight, we've been rage bound the whole time. Oh, but like, you mean we've been inside the Asian range? How can I do this? Let me do it with this. 8 PM. And then that's the range. Yeah, we've been inside that whole range, haven't we? This is like a low volume sort of day because Monday, it's Monday in a week where Monday shouldn't really be like one of the most high probability days, and it's also a Monday that's coming off the back of the 4th of July. So yeah, volume isn't in our favour. But on a normal day, I would take this trade, so I'm taking it. We have this fair value gap inside of first presented. That's what my stop loss is based off. Is that fair value gap? That's why my stop loss is down here. It's below the first candle of this fair value gap. Macro time. Is there any SMTs? I mean, that's a really small one, isn't it? A bullish one. And then don't see any of the highs. I'm on the high time frames. Yeah, SMT at the lows. SMT at London lows. Oh my god, I almost got stopped out. Oh yeah, that's not ideal at all. I don't want to see the bodies come into the lower half. Probably getting stopped on this one. God, what a terrible day of trading. Cancelled the limit order for the literally the move of the day and then stopped out on 2 other trades. Yeah, stopped out. God, I'm trading so terribly on this bull and ox eval. I really need to just trade better. This is why my 2022 is just fucking so much better. But, I mean, there wasn't even a... I mean, there was a 9:30 2022, but that always terrifies me. This was such a weird day. Open and gone into chop. I mean, it's kind of, predictable based off what's happening today, but... I'm kind of just having fun on this Box eval now. It's literally a break even, which is quite funny. It's $100 or $250 in profit now. And it was 1.5k in profit. Oh, shut up, Journey. I'm gonna ban you. I've been running my paper account for some days now. Been tough for me. Yeah, I mean, it's just not ideal price action, is it? All-time highs, summer, World War III, Trump, to name a few. It's a very odd first presented day. I'm putting that just down to what I said. Monday on a week where Monday shouldn't really be that good, which is apparent today, and then obviously the 4th of July playing influence as well. Looks like now it wants to go for the 882. I'm not taking any more trades on that Bull and Ox account though. 2 trades for the day, done. 2 losses, done. One of them was slightly over leveraged. No, actually, no, they weren't slightly over leveraged. I just didn't think I was going to be taking another one. Risk was fine. Or within fine. The main thing I'm butthurt about today is that 8:30 setup. And then the 9:31 that I missed. God. That was the move to catch today. Equal high sweep. There. Those equal highs. They're perfectly equal. I think they were. Oh no, this one's 1 tick lower than that one. But basically perfectly equal. Equal high sweep. Equal lows or London low. So then you could either enter, that 2 minute would have been an insane entry. Because you could have put your stop loss there. So that's what, a 1 to 7. That's insane. That's one of the best 2022s I've seen for so long. But if you missed that one, then the 5 minute was also there. I missed both because I'm a terrible trader. I'm not, I'm an awesome trader. Positive self-talk. Yeah, that was a 1 to 3, so I mean 2 really good 2022s. Why do they have to form at 8:30? Such an I mean, I was going to say such a bad time for 2022s. It's not. It's literally like the time for 2022s. It's 8:30 and 9:30. But just not Brad's 2022s. Bring back the old Kai. Bring back the old web fitness. That's what I'm trying to say. I could have sold my soul today with that Apex reaching out to me. Yeah, no thanks. Okay, what are you doing today, Price? I'm gonna sit here and watch this for the next like 25 minutes or so, and then I'm gone, because what is this chop? What is this AM chop? I need to, you know what I'm gonna do? I really need to start doing that more. It's like looking for when those 8:30 setups go form, because they're so clean when they do. But again, it's like, I feel like any time I enter on those 2022 8:30 setups, I just am like too early on a move that's just gonna form later. Yeah, I don't mind shorts, JP. I mean, I don't really want to take anything now because, I mean, well, I'm not taking anything, at least not on anything that means anything, maybe on paper, but what was I going to say? Yeah, I mean, we have equal lows here now, and then equal lows even further below at like 880. Plenty of short targets, but it's just the fact that it's chopping. Yeah, until you leave the charts. Isn't that the truth? I'm having one of those weird points in my trading that I have sometimes where I like I'm absolutely have the thing of like the skill of reading price. I'm just fucking up my entries. Which is something I do. I mean, I'm not even messing up my entries. Like, there was no real reason for me to be trading then other than the fact that I wanted to. So that was kind of just greed. I mean, no, that initial long made sense. But if I was being like really disciplined, I wouldn't have entered anything today because of the things I mentioned before, which I'm not going to repeat again. Not exactly a day to push entries. So it's going to pull up on, yeah, okay. Chop, 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 chop. How can I see my... No, I don't want that. This? Nope, not that. Oh, wait, is this? Yeah, it is this. Okay. Minimum account balance 48,922. Okay. 48,922. Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, it doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, it does make sense. Okay. Doom, 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 doom. I think with this Bullinox account, I just really need to come back at it with a fixed model of like, okay, this is the days you are going to trade. This is your entry trigger. This is where your stop loss goes, etc., etc., etc. Because honestly, this past like month I've been trading this Bullinox account, or like month and a half. Fuck, I'm just I think I bought it, and then for the first like 3/4 of the month that I bought it, I didn't trade it because I was so close to passing my last TopStep X combine, which I did. I passed that. So then the Bullinox account has just become, like you guys in the Discord will know, I say that I always like to have one account where I'll just, it's my anything goes account. It's like my outlet account where it's like anytime I have the urge to take a trade that I don't think is entirely great, do it on that account and then just like see what happens. But I got too much into the thing of doing that, and then because I had those TopStep X combines that were so cheap, I got into the habit of doing that way too much, and that habit has clearly blown over into this combine, this Bullinox one, which can't happen because this one is costing me too much. It's not costing me too much, but it's costing me too much to be trading it like that. So I need to trade it smarter. Not push it on days that are bad, and I know are bad. And not do silly things like exit on trades that... Oh, enter on trades like... today. Also picked a terrible time to want you to even pass a combine, because we all know how tough this summer is being. Do 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 do. I'm gonna enter a paper, just to try this out. Oh no, not an entry there. That's a fair value gap actually, but it's a really fucking small one. Is there a 30-second? No. That's technically an entry. I don't like it, but it is one. Oh, let me back on my other tab, you stupid. There we go. Yeah, see, look how that just got disrespected instantly. It is a chop day. It is a chop day. It's a chop day. Back into the range. Because why not? Yuck. Do you know something that always messes with me as well when it comes to those 830 setups for the 2022 I'm talking about now, is in his charter, like the charter episode for the 2022 model, it says like when to anticipate. It says when to anticipate 2022 setups and why to anticipate them at that time. And the 8:30 time for anticipating 2022 models is literally, it says on it, 8:30 a.m. when medium or high impact news is released. That's what it says about when to anticipate in 8:30 2022. I don't know if he means make sure you're looking for them when that happens, or only take them when that happens. Because like that was one today. Like, that was so clean. But there was no medium or high impact news. So, yeah, weird. And like another thing that I remember him teaching was that when high impact news is released, he doesn't look for a setup on anything lower than a 5-minute chart. Is something that I remember him teaching. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Looking out there, sadly, yeah. Chop day, JP, it's a chop day. Don't beat yourself up. You've seen me take, well, 2 losses on an eval, 1 loss on paper today. But if you go into the Discord, you'll see that I literally said, like, it's going to be interesting to see how this 8:30 plays out earlier. So, like, look at that 1.5 measurement. Like, it's just, ooh, wow. Yeah, tough day. Early, it was a day where you had to be in early. Like, by the time we hit 9:30, like, the move of the day was done. Well, not when we hit 9:30, but by what's that, 9:34. By 9:34, move of the day was done. If you weren't part of it, then you likely got caught in chop. If you were a part of it, then well done. I'm getting it before I try to take another trade. Yeah, I don't blame you, Journey. Catch you later. Catch you tomorrow. I think I might sack off. Yeah, I'm going to be getting out of here shortly anyway, so hoping that 1 minute IFVG back to the downside might have given us more of a stacked lows. Not to be. Catch you later, guys. Yeah, catch you later, JP. We'll see what it wants to do in the AM. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day there, I think, as well. I mean, there's not much to talk about really here, as it's just chopping. I'm not going to be entering anything else. So, thank you boys for coming and hanging out with me. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be in the VC, in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, then the link is probably in the description for it, if I remember to put it in there. But yeah, I'll be back streaming on Wednesday before FOMC meeting minutes, which is going to be a pain in the arse. Then probably stream Thursday and Friday as well. Friday I'll see. Friday might be a VC day actually too. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Have a great one, man. You too, Mr. Wiz. You too. I hope you enjoyed that standard deviation move, Wiz. I was thinking of you when I measured that. But yeah, that's all from me, boys. I will catch you tomorrow if you're in the Discord. If you're not, then join it.